So the theme for this unit is the geopolitical impact of information illiteracy. Now, illiteracy is a word that you people, I'm sure, know. It's the inability to read. Illiteracy is something a little different. It's you can read, but you don't care to. You don't. And I think that really defines this moment that we're in right now. All the information in the world is at your fingertips. It's in your pocket, right? That through look at schoolwork, look at work that people much like you may have done. You have through our library website here, basically every journal article written about every subject ever at your fingertips, right? Go through JSTOR, go through EBSCOhost. The sum total of recent scholarly research is at your fingertips. What do we do instead? Look it up on Wikipedia. I do it. God knows you guys do it. Having this information available, having us plugged into the internet all the time. Like my phone is charging next to me, and I'm like my left hand is itching to go. Like I must check my likes, check my updates. Being plugged in all the time hasn't necessarily made us smarter. What are the changes and troubles that come with this new kind of internet intellectual space where we're getting our information from? So first, we're going to look at social media, which is really the one that's really powering this and changing this. I've gathered that my family story is not atypical. That my dad knows computers, as you may or may not know. He worked in the IT field. I certainly grew up around computers, and they became a big part of my social life in middle school and high school, just as the internet was starting to become a thing. But my mom, and certainly my grandparents, this was like the devil's work. They wanted nothing to do with computers, just completely alien to them. Until Facebook, Facebook really became big and wasn't just college students anymore. And suddenly, I now can't get my grandparents and parents off of social media, or off the computer because they're plugged into their social media feeds. So I think looking at social media is a good place to start this. Because it's a place where we're now creating and recreating social networks, and there's people that I haven't seen since high school, that we're now at least friends with each other on Facebook. Right, that the Wallkill Senior High School class of 2003 still exists as a Facebook group, if nothing else. Right, that it's still an active tie that binds these people together. There's communities of people that are fans of things. There's people that, more seriously, more to the point of this course, there's political groups that people that have never met each other will never meet each other, but we've all come together to like and upvote and discuss these articles that appeal to us and that kind of make us feel and say things. The danger of this is that it creates kind of an echo chamber, right? That we only take in the media that we like, and we like it because it confirms what we already think, what we already think we know. And this is where we start to run into trouble, I think, for kind of as a culture. So the first reading is going to look at that kind of the change that social media kind of brought to society, how it expanded the base of internet users, how it would change how we view information, how it would change how we share information. So that's arguably the good side. The next is a link from Reddit, which is basically it's a big, mostly text message board that builds itself as the front page of the internet. Not everyone's on there. You may or may not have heard of it. You may or may not go on there yourselves. But I think there's a lot of interesting discussions that happen about kind of free speech and engagement on the internet that happens there, because anyone can go in and make a subreddit, kind of a web page or message board devoted to pretty much any topic. And this Reddit was launched kind of hailing itself as a free speech bastion, that we have, so long as you do nothing illegal, right? No one's out there saying yes, child porn. No one wants that. But short of that, post whatever you want. Communities will govern themselves. Maybe we don't even need moderators, just people can kind of upvote comments they like, downvote comments they don't like, and that'll let the best parts of a conversation rise to the top, and all the crap will sink to the bottom. And then over time, that ended up not being true. That it turns out that if you have the bare minimum of guidelines as far as what's acceptable behavior, what can be done or discussed or shared in these spaces, a lot of really ugly stuff is going to come out. So eventually, Reddit had to change their content policy, and this is the announcement of that, and then a discussion amongst the site's users, kind of trailing. So go through there, and try to get a sense of do you agree that we should err on the side of absolute free speech? People should be allowed to say whatever they want, more or less without consequence, so long as it's not breaking the law, or do we need rules in place? Again, this is a public internet forum. Expect to hear and see all kinds of vile horrors in those comments. Just fair warning. So take a look at that and then kind of tell me, has the information, the mass market information age, the popular information age, has the age of social media, has that been good for us intellectually or not? And I'm looking for your own thoughts on this too. You are people that I assume all have social media accounts. I'm sure we've all argued with people that we don't agree with, people that we don't even know on the internet in some capacity. So draw on those stories, tell those stories in your answers to this unit.